Go on.
Swede says he doesn't want to join until there's a full new party. So, that changes things a bit. Snake.
Yeah.
How up would you be for just switching characters to Thistlewick for the rest of the session and playing it like a normal session?
I thought he's comatose.
He was going to be comatose until I realized that, if Swede doesn't want to play the next 2 sessions, then they're not happening.
That's a good point.
Which means, there's no reason for him to be comatose.
Yeah.
So, Snake, what do you say?
We could just hang out here for a while.
Sure, I guess.
Because I feel bad about doing the Emberall quest without Thistlewick, you know.
All right, cool.
Why can't our characters just wait until he...
Absolutely, yeah.
That's the plan.
You getting that stone, Mirai, it didn't happen. It was a fever dream.
Okay, nice. Delete that shit.
Alright, so...
Delete the Thistlewick wake-up clock, as I named it.
Are you recording?
Yeah, I'm recording. So I'm going to say, I guess what happens is, we can still do the 2-week shit. They just spend 2 weeks hanging out with Crixus.
I'd say 2 weeks.
Or however long it takes.
It's a few, let's just say 3 days.
Okay.
You're hanging out for 3 days. Maybe you're helping the monks make their cider.
Murray learns how to make apple cider. I love it.
Regret brand cider. They sell it in droves.
That better be some good fucking cider.
Okay. Shit,
Damien has been chugging it down, hoping that this will wake up.
I've got to ask a question, because you American folk, you have cider and you have hard cider, whereas we just generally, all cider is alcoholic to us.
Yeah, but we would also, I don't know. When people say apple cider, they often do mean hard cider.
Okay.
It's not...
So we're not making non-alcoholic cider here.
No.
Nah.
Okay, but, I assume now. I don't know, are we? Because they're different things, though. It's not like an alcoholic drink and a non-alcoholic drink. They're 2 different things.
It's hard cider. You're having hard cider. All right. So
they brew a Trappist ale up in the attic.
Hey, Tumbleweed had monks that made apple cider.
No, I'm not judging you. I was just saying that, I just wanted to throw in a joke about monks making Trappist cider. Trappist ale, sorry.
All right, there we go. All right, so the 3 days passed, not 3 weeks. Istis calls you to the altar.
Nice. No, we'll just go through this.
Yeah. Is now sitting up. He's just woken up. Thistlewick.
Murray, runs up, hugs Thistlewick. She's happy. He's back up. I know that Murray's been
can return the hug now.
Murray's been camping out next to Thistlewick.
Yeah.
She has flashbacks of she wasn't conscious at the time, but she remembers how her older sister Evangeline waited by her for her to wake up and was thinking about that.
So yeah, Istis kind of puts his hands on the Thistlewick's shoulder and says, "All right, listen, I'm gonna need to go through some things with you. First off, what is your name?"
Thistlewick of Tarrant.
Okay. Who is this? And he points to Murray.
It's Murray Adelaide Gill.
Hi.
What were you doing? What do you last remember doing?
I was in the gladiatorial arena of Marion. I was fighting a man named Terratus.
Right.
He just Thistlewick's kind of realizing that I'm guessing Thistlewick's well aware that he died and just kind of calls up to his old and says, "It was a very, very stupid decision."
Alright, he nods and says, "And what are we doing right now?"
Thistlewick's kind of confused by that question. What are we doing right now?
Alright, he kind of sighs and says, "You're fine. Alright. Looks like you survived the magical infusion and you survived your soul being taken from limbo. You've got a clean bill of health. You're free to do whatever you like."
Thank you.
He kind of leaves.
Okay. Guys, this seems a good time. So, I leveled up. What do I put my last 2 experience points in? I could upgrade strength to 18, I could upgrade dex to 18, or I could just put my next point into intelligence and not have a -1, and then my last point would be useless, essentially.
I'd say... It's hard to pick, because strength, I feel, makes more... Both strength and dex are both traits that your fucking Murray's exhibited as being...
You're really tough as well. Jesus.
Yeah, I'd say dex, honestly.
Yeah, dex.
It's not just a thing, it's like, you said, like, you're strong for your species, but not the strongest.
No,
and you were using a whip all the time, so it makes it...
Murray is strong because of her species, but she's not strong for her species.
Yeah.
Really? I thought you said it the other way around.
No.
Her species are tough compared to humans, but she's not.
They're like part alligator, and she's just sort. I mean, she's definitely not weak. She's a bit on the strong side. She's a farm girl, but she's just like an average farm girl. She does do manual labor, but not she did manual labor, but not like the boys did manual labor. She most of the manual labor she did was in the slaughterhouse.
Fizzlewick looks at Marie and Damien and just kind of like says, I figured you two would nag me more about this. He kind of like pushes himself up off the altar and like basically stretches his legs.
And Marie says, "Nah, I want that, but in the future, you've always been one to jump into fights without much, chance of winning. Just, we're going to have to do better about that as a party. Measuring what you're capable of surviving-wise."
So I've taken control of Old Man Crixus now. He's back in my hands.
Okay.
Crixus kind of pipes up and says, "You technically won."
That is really weird, by the way.
He does look...
Having Snake having controlled one of your characters for a moment, and now you're controlling him again?
And I thought up a lot of conversations that might happen full of answers to, like, hey, why would you help revive this guy who killed the Starfighter? And no one ever asked anything. They just went along.
Murray, she was willing to accept the help. She got excited. She didn't think about it. She didn't think things through.
You're the... Did I... Yeah, I'm going to say you got his name. Crixus, was it?
Yep.
Your boy Terratus was ridiculously tough.
That he was. He always wanted to die in a way that would please the crowd, and it certainly did. You certainly gave that to him.
I guess it's kind of nice he went out on a battle that was... Fizzlewick doesn't want to use the term even-handed because he has fucking magic, but it was a pitched battle, let's say.
Well, no worries. Now you're back on your feet. You live to fight another day.
You tell them how to revive me.
Figured it. Figured. Yeah, well, we saw you were holding on to life. Figured it would be wrong to just leave you to death, especially seeing as you're an agent of the Confederacy.
Yeah, I suppose it. So it does. Fucking look down and say, I guess it was kind of irresponsible of me to take on something like that while on the job. I'm sorry if I made trouble for you.
No trouble. The crowd enjoyed it.
So
we're glad to have you back.
Glad to be back. It's weird, I suppose.
We played against Death and he gave up.
Right.
Does Fizzlewick remember that happening?
Yes, he does.
Okay.
He does.
Yeah.
Istis kind of gets it right. It's like, you met.
Yeah, I think it was Death.
Sure, it wasn't one of his servants.
That it could have well been.
No, he was boss man. He, or at least, I assume he was the top boss. He definitely had other underlings working for him and was making, he was calling the shots.
He could have been like a deaf middle manager or something.
I suppose that's not impossible.
Right.
Now that is interesting. I've heard tale of him, but never met anyone who's been to the gates and seen him, and seen him and not one of his servants. Very interesting. Very interesting.
Where are we, by the way? So it kind of looks around.
You're at Glimmerstone Temple, in the heart of the Emerald Forest.
Oh. I've heard tell of this place, but never figured I'd end up here, especially in this state. We've still got...
Yeah, we still have that job to do up in Emberwell, was it?
Yeah, it's Emberwell.
Where I sort of lays out a map. We are more or less on the way. I mean, not, necessarily the way we would have liked to gone otherwise, but we could, there's a road not too far from here. If we went up through Laramere and then took the road that way.
It is going to take a long time. The Titanium Heights are pretty hilly. We'd probably be traveling for days, but I suppose if we end up at a settlement, we could get some more food.
Snake, quick, bring your health back up to 17.
Okay, before you decide to penalize me for it.
I'll make you take last breath again.
Alright, I haven't got this character sheet open at the moment. Were you just looking at 0 HP and just feeling, stop being dead? Alright, there we go.
Thank you.
Am I still stunned? It would make a degree of sense. Sorry, you were brain dead for at least 3 days.
Oh, you're fine. Yeah. Change your name to Thistlewick the White.
Fuck. You fuck.
Do that?
Yeah, I did.
God damn it.
I'm keeping it.
Fuck. Okay, very good, very good. I feel kind of bad for making you guys destroy your bonds with Thistlewick now. How sad.
No, I kind of reapplied mine.
Ah, God.
I know, I have new bonds with Thistlewick.
Fuck, I gotta write new bonds with both of them, and there's no way they'll ever be topped. They went to fucking Limbo to retrieve me. How do you top that bond, exactly? I'm gonna have to die so they can reaffirm it by coming back to Limbo again.
Hell, I don't even think Thistlewick even heard or was conscious enough to know that Damien was willing to give his life to save
that actually, I have that as a new bond with Damien, though. Murray heard that.
Okay, so, you guys are gonna make your way from Glimmerstone to, Emberwell, then?
Yes.
Okie dokie. Alright, well, Crixus bids you farewell.
Like for Pokemon episode, where's that,
Thanks. Damn it, I'm trying to...
Thistlewick does say to the Crixus, look, if you ever need anything, don't know if I could ever repay this, but, we're willing to lend a hand if you ever need it. Probably won't step into the arena again, though.
Right.
Yeah. Here it is, by the way, Eric. I'll put it in the roll 20.
Oh, did you get it?
Yeah.
Can I, make a... Can I make... Neo,
Yes,
I know the thing. Could I make, a group bond? Just,
Yeah.
Yeah, just make it as, a group bond.
The whole group, go ahead.
Yeah. Or I would just update the individual, too, because they both fucking went to Limbo, so I just update that as a group thing.
Yeah.
Just
I
a
guess that
constant
makes sense,
reminder.
because you can think of us two as personal, and then you can think of us collectively.
Yeah.
But I was trying to say, thanks. Oh man.
Oh, but Ben, other contender.
Did you not hear that, or?
Yeah, I heard.
Okay.
Oh, that's true.
Like, with the apple orchard and, the, Crixus and everything waving by.
Just as it ends, we just cut to Alta being stuck in a tree.
Cut further to Alta losing against Death in a chess match.
Murray the Green. Are you serious?
Hey.
Okay. So,
That's all I had in response to that.
so I guess it's time to undertake another perilous journey as you leave. So...
No rest for the wicked.
No rest? Well, I guess I assume you wait out like the rest of the day.
I was just kidding.
Even the morning. There you go. Alright,
Oh yeah, we carried you around.
Alright, setting up for a new perilous journey.
Yeah.
There's a wheelbarrow and...
Yeah, I guess as we walk down the steps of the thing, we just see Horace with a wheelbarrow. I just look at the group. I just eye them. It's like, I guess I was dead, but please don't.
Oh yeah, that was yours.
Please, I just Fizzlewick just kind of look at the group and says, "Please tell me that the whole of Marion didn't see you two wheeling my corpse out into the wilderness."
Probably.
I mean, no, definitely not. It's not like everyone was watching. They had better things to do.
Wow.
Yeah, so decide your intended route and decide your jobs, how you're splitting it amongst yourselves.
Right, I think,
beeline for the path. And I'll do navigation.
I guess I'm back to quartermasting again now that everything's back to normal.
Right.
Alright.
Wait, actually, Damien, what is your wisdom? Oh, I can find out. Oh, it's just a 0.
11.
All right.
7 and...
There you go.
Alright, so we got an 11 on Scout, a 9 on Quartermaster, and a 7 on Navigate.
Wait, what do you mean you can find out? You're not supposed to be...
I can hover over your number, and I can see what you rolled. And then comparing what your dice were to what your final result was, I can extrapolate what your bonus is.
I was about to say, I was thinking, wait, Neo, have you accidentally made my sheet public? I was like, what?
No, I don't think you can.
No, but I can just see that you got a 4 and a 5, and if your result was 9, that means you have plus 0.
Horace is 18 strength. I love that.
Okay, so Murray.
Raise.
Did not. Right. Okay, yeah, the shortcut.
Okay.
I put them in the Discord.
I think we're gonna go with the usual too. It's time. We're up for some fun times now. It's the fun times time.
Yeah.
So discovery and get the drop.
The second episode of season 2. Alright, so discovery and get the drop. Roll them. Dice. Let's do it.
3d12, right?
Yeah, 3d12. 3d12.
That's 2d12.
Roll a d12. Ooh. Why can you roll 111? And we could just see what the hell the bottom result could possibly be.
Yeah, the very first thing in Perilous Wilds. That is absolutely the music that's playing, though. That's Murray.
Alright. Alright,
Beneficial aspect of the terrain, tall grass.
That would be a non-beneficial aspect of the terrain, though, in Pokemon rules.
Hey, if you're searching for stuff.
Okay.
Yeah, I guess.
So, let's say roundabout over here.
Roundabout.
You come across quite a few small holes, like a burrow, essentially.
Is it going to be lots of weasels?
Ooh, discern realities. I gotta move. Okay, creatures nearby.
Alright, there is one.
One?
Yeah.
Underground? In the burrows?
In the hole, yeah.
Right. Does it seem like large at all?
No, it's small.
Okay. Murray sort of goes over to the hole and, like remembering the weasel from last time, and that Thistlewick didn't get to see it. Murray, said, hello?
Hello.
Hi there.
All right. The weasel from before doesn't purr out and says, "You again."
Hi. It's been well, not too long. How you been doing?
Fine, I suppose.
Wow, you're quite a ways away from where we saw you last.
Yeah. I like to travel around.
That's cool. Me too. I've been traveling around a lot myself.
All right. Do you need anything?
No, I wanted to see. I saw a bro. I thought it might be you, or maybe a friend, relative. You're a cool guy. Wanted to say hi. Wanted to see what's up.
Well, hello. And he kind of looks around at the party.
We've arrived.
As they're walking up. Yeah, as you're walking up, he looks around at you and says, "Where's the old guy?"
I don't know, he's gone. Hey, meet Thistlewick. Thistlewick, meet this guy, he's cool.
Hey, how's it going? You're the only one who can talk to animals, right, Murray?
Murray says, that's offensive.
Yeah, the weasel squeak. The weasel squeaks at you.
See, I'm been chatting with Horace on a regular basis. Have I, Horace?
The weasel squeaks again. The weasel squeaks again and then coughs and says, "Oh, okay, I'm sorry. Hi, I can't resist doing that."
Oh, I'm gonna roll.
He's cool.
Note for game: weasels are dicks.
I'm gonna roll wisdom to resist insanity points.
How are you?
Yeah,
I'm a
fine.
weasel.
Hi, Thistlewick. I'm a human.
He's too cool for names, Murray says.
It is true.
Names are pretty cool.
Murray, sort of looks at Thistlewick like, yeah, of course you'd say that. Mr. Arcane Duelist.
Hey, one day that's going to be a valuable name.
Yeah. Oh, yeah, you did bring the wheelbarrow over last time. The weasel kind of, scoffs and says, "What do you know? You were dead a few days ago."
So Murray says, hey, you've got a point.
Yeah, and I'm not anymore. More than you can say.
Is it the same fucking
I can
weasel?
say that I've never been stupid enough to die in the first place.
Is it the same weasel?
Yeah.
It is the same weasel.
Oh, for fuck's sake, can we just shoot this thing?
You're the only one who doesn't like him.
Damien's just mad because the weasel
actually
called him out on
Thistlewick.
being lame.
Yeah, and you agreed with him.
Yeah, what, do you want to shoot Murray too? Go on, do it. Pull the trigger. I ain't scared.
Fizzlewick just throws...
him in the first place. That's
Fizzlewick-
what I'm worried.
Fizzlewick just throws his hands up and says, "Yeah, okay.
I'm
Suppose you got.
fucking Zoidberg here.
I
Jesus.
suppose you got me there."
Murray, Murray's looking for a new life. Maybe she should have just ditched this party and stay with the weasel. He's cool.
So,
You know what? Fuck it, Weasel. You wanna have a chat?
Oh, that's right. And he's green. So's Murray. Murray's green.
Exactly.
Yeah. Why don't you come with us, Weasel? You think it's so easy?
He's got better things to do.
It's true, I do.
You probably don't. You live in a hole.
I'm gonna.
And you don't live in a hole.
Yeah, as far as I can tell, you don't live anywhere.
I'm gonna just ask, what do weasels
Why
get
are
up?
you agreeing with him?
What do weasels get up to on a daily basis that so busy, so important?
You wouldn't understand.
Oh, that's bullshit.
I think we would. Go on, test us. Do it. Right now.
It's like, I don't take orders from lamos. He kind of
pull out my
scoffed.
fucking bow and pull an arrow. And
Does this weasel also have, like, a mini, like, green leather jacket and sunglasses?
Damien failed his intimidate.
Fucking.
Does the weasel like travel through his tunnels on a skateboard?
Probably.
That's so cool.
The weasel says, anyway, I'm willing to ignore your friend's outburst there. And I will offer you some advice.
Oh yeah, what's that?
Well, I've heard some of the humans around here talking about going up that road. Yeah, there's a city at the end of that road. Apparently they're pretty bad. They might shoot at you.
Oh, that's good. That's good advice.
Yeah, that's really good advice. I can't.
So keep your head low and yeah. So I'd advise keeping this one, he points at Damien, under control.
I'm gonna ask a question, and don't take this the wrong way, Mr. Weasel.
Just Weasel is fine.
Okay, Weasel. Are all your kinders just kind of
Cunts.
Cool.
just generally, got a bit of a sharp tongue? That's just a species thing. I don't want to come
Yeah,
off as
are
a
all
weasel
weasels
racist.
cool like you?
Or are you a special case?
He says, all weasels are at once exemplary and unique. Same, but in a very cool way.
Holy shit, he's a fucking Moonanite.
I'm gonna roll a charisma recruitment roll, not for the specific weasel, just for the whole forest. See if we can get some unique weasels. No, I'm not.
You know, well, I mean, it's easy to catch a... Do you know how to catch a unique weasel?
No. How do you catch a unique weasel?
Unique up on it.
Nice.
And he says, well, that's my advice for the day. I've got to go back to doing weasel things. And dives back into his burrow.
Yeah, bye.
Fucking weasel.
Ray actually sticks her head down in the hole. Bye, weasel. You're really cool. Basically half crawling into the hole,
Hey,
after him. See you later. See you around.
Now it's dwarves and weasels.
Just
Fuck you, weasel.
half stuck in a hole, as in the air. I'll hit you up. See ya.
Absolutely.
Ooh, that's in here. Ooh, sorry. No, sorry. I'll be a gentleman.
How
Maybe.
the...
I still haven't decided if I'm putting that point into Dex or Strength, because every time I'm about to make a decision, I just think about how the other
Dex.
makes more sense. Yeah, but
I like that. I think Dex would work better because
Right.
it's more useful. But I don't know, Strength feels a bit more rough and rumble.
If you get strength, you get more load.
Oh, that's a good point. That actually, I think that cinches it. I think I will put it in Strength.
So
that's a
how
good point,
far are
actually.
we now? How far are we on the line?
Right now, you're right here at the beginning of the road.
I hope the Emerald Forest isn't just full of dick weasels. Just
I think it's just that one weasel, actually.
Damien has went from competence to just being the fucking butt of the jokes in this episode.
You know what? I'm gonna do this. I'm gonna roll a spout lore on how endangered the weasel is in this world.
Please.
I know something interesting and useful about how well
Weasel population.
the weasel population. I don't know why Fizzlewick knows that. He read it he had a seminar on it at the Mandala Academy on weasel pop.
It was in his,
are completely least concerned. But the green weasel of the Emerald Forest is just an exceptionally rare sight.
I don't reveal that to Marae in case she gets worried for them. I just know it. But I do tell Damien so that he can be happy that, hey, their species
They're not
might...
endangered, they're just rare sights. No one knows if they're endangered or not.
I'll just tell him that he can assume they're endangered because they're a rare sight.
Oh, good. Let's get going. Then I walk ahead. I don't care if one of you are scouting. I walk ahead anyway.
Walks ahead, gets tripped up by a weasel.
I don't fucking care. I'll kill that weasel the moment it shows up.
It's like playing that like Bopple Weasel game.
I'll purposely go down the hole to fucking strangle that weasel. I'm not happy.
Damien trips and falls in weasel poop. Face first.
No. Damn it.
Damien, roll con to avoid having contracted rabies from the weasel.
Okay, so...
So, what do you two think then? That city, we could take the road but skirt the city.
I mean...
Marion's,
like, I'm assuming... Actually, okay...
isn't like a dangerous city, though, is it?
Oh.
Well, yeah, we were just told it was a dangerous city.
Oh.
Okay, but so, like, geographically, can we, like, see the Titanium Heights? Because I imagine those are big,
I'm thinking...
Like, this road is traveling up a mountain.
Yeah. So, like, Murray's looking at it and, pretty impressed. She's never seen mountains before. But she's, like, thinking, like, at least the Great Top Down, that wasn't quite... This, like, seems like it would be a real pain to navigate.
Let's assume we're outside the city. I'm thinking, like...
Well...
We've got to find, like, some sort of smallish, hillish terrain that we could probably just kind of skip over the path.
Okay, well, hold on.
End up on the road and then keep going.
Alright, hold on. So... That, navigate roll means I gotta choose one. So, you guys are like, because you've never been in mountains before, you're going uphill, you're taking it very slowly to be cautious. So, night comes sooner than expected. You'll have to, in fact, it's completely at night by the time you're only over here.
Okay.
Of the road.
Figure we should probably set up camp here.
Very well. I'm happy for that.
Okay. Neo, I've got a question.
Yeah?
Oh, yeah.
I spent, like, at least half an hour writing down Old Man Crix's shit. Can I have him as a stand?
What?
I'm just joking.
Oh, that's right. It's on horse.
Okay. So, alright. So, you're settling down. Decide watch order.
I'll take first watch. Whistlewick doesn't really feel the need to go to sleep too quickly.
Murray will take middle watch.
Damien takes last watch. Okay. Very well.
What was it?
All of you roll wisdom.
Oh. Yeah, look at that. That's the power of night eyes.
Oh, Goth.
That's the power of being dead.
Sorry, people in Discord being talkative. Hello! I got 8.
Alright.
Well,
okay, so... Yeah.
Thistlewick saw that.
Hopefully they come later
Yeah.
in the night.
Another incubus appears on Murray.
Yeah. Thistlewick dies. That was all for nothing.
Ah, damn it. We'll play checkers next time.
I hope during Murray's watch, a succubus appears on Damien so that she can, like, watch and not intervene. I know Damien didn't actually do that, it wasn't his watch, but just, I know he would have, and, I'm salty about this hypothetical situation that didn't happen.
What the fuck, Eric?
I'm joshing. I wouldn't, I wouldn't let my party member get fucked to death.
Thank you.
Tell you what.
This is unjust.
Since you fully failed to take watch, Snake, we're gonna do something extra special.
I put on 2 blindfolds.
Instead of me, going about it normally, deciding how I want, to fuck you over, You're gonna fuck yourself over. It's time
I'm
for you
gonna
to roll
play
some
myself.
dice. Time for you to roll some dice.
Okay.
Thistlewood dozes off, and when he wakes up, everything's been stolen. Like, all our money, all our rations, all our weapons, our clothes, like, just everything is gone.
Roll a d12.
Just a D.
Harry would be pissed if that happened.
All the jewels are stolen. Nothing else. Just the jewel box.
Murray would also be fucking pissed if that happened. But, like, her gun, her banjo, that's autographed, the, shirt...
Roll a
pajamas.
2d12.
2d12. Lolly is sending me messages right now about the old Gary's Mod mission and the War of the Servers.
Huh?
She's making me...
Oh, wow, look at that.
Yeah.
How average.
I'll be... Okay.
Actually, that's one below average.
You said roll a d12?
Another one of those
Yeah.
things. Boy.
I like D12. Wow.
I know, it's just 666. Guess what's turning up? Because it ain't the devil.
I really like D12s. They're my favorite die. I think I told you guys that, but
Well. D. Roll a d12. Okay. And now roll one last d12. 11.
it's a lot of D12s.
Okay, no, never mind. We need another d12. Roll a d12.
Oh my god. How many things are turning up to kill us? How far have we gone down the branches?
Thistlewood's dead again. Like, all of Damien's items have been taken. Ray's, like, pregnant,
I've
Horace has
actually...
just been replaced with a different pig.
All my rivals are back ready to fight us. The Blood Mage altar was resummoned. Terratus is pissed.
Okay, so Thistlewick.
Oh, ready to go. Yeah.
Out of the dark, a small gnome approaches, floating in the air, unspeaking, unmoving, just floating towards you.
I have a terrifying mental image that I really want to recreate in Gmod right now. It's like mental image. And is it
But-
producing light so I could to make it a clear...
No,
Okay.
it is not. It's approaching you though, and I want you to roll wisdom for me.
Okie dokie.
Thistlewood had some bad food and is seeing shit.
Oh, okay, very good. You felt like something before you shake your head and it's gone, but now the gnome is right in your face.
Ugh. This just like falls back out of whatever stool he was sitting on and just like starts scampering back towards the party.
It follows.
Fizzwick is saying all this while backing up, but he says hello. Hello.
Did you say a gnome?
It stares, unblinking.
Gnome. Fizzlewick. Nice to... Murray, Damien.
Ray's snoring.
Murray, Damien, help me out
He
here.
reaches a hand out to shake your hand.
In a second, pal. I want people awake to witness whatever deal we're about to make with that shake.
Ray is like her head. He's sort of using Horace as a pillow, like like snore. You know that anime, like that bubble from the nose as she's snoring.
I'm
Like
gonna.
like Edward Elric, like stomach exposed. Sure, like anime sleeping.
I'm
That's
gonna
my point.
roll another wisdom to try and discern me some realities as I back up towards the party. One question: what here is not what it appears to be?
That gnome is not of this world.
Oh boy.
So is it really cool, or is it extra planar?
You'll see.
It's out of this world.
Handshake. It wants a handshake. It's outstretching its hand further. In fact, like you see the flesh stretching towards you. Handshake.
You know, I just blew my nose. You don't want to shake my hand.
Handshake.
This is gonna be the dumbest move. I just turn and just basically run towards the party.
Handshake. And you feel the wind around you start to pick up.
Oh, not this.
You are lifted in the air by the force of the wind.
Murray, Damien, up time now.
Can we wake up at this, with the wind?
What? Huh?
Or do we
Start to
have to
wake up.
roll wisdom to wake up or something?
Yeah. Roll wisdom.
Oh, fuck off.
Oh, raise up.
Yeah.
I'm...
A small tornado is picking Thistlewick up off the ground.
Discern realities. Boom. Okay, let's go. Creatures nearby.
There's one.
Not counting Thistlewick and Damien.
Yeah.
All right. Is it in a even I don't know if I can see the gnome, but would it be where the gnome is, or is
Yes,
it okay?
It is where the gnome is.
Okay, so it is the gnome. Even can I see the gnome? Actually, I don't know. If that's...
Yeah.
Okay. All right. What here is useful or valuable to me?
Useful or valuable to you. Nothing.
Okay.
Just become a Buddhist monk and just eschew material desires in this moment, as nothing nearby is useful or valuable to you.
Okay. This is tricky. I think I'll go with what happened here recently. Take a risk on this.
Some kind of wind creature showed up and is mad that Thistlewick didn't give it a handshake.
We can't deny the possibility that the handshake would have solved all of our problems, but that could have gone
So
much
yeah,
worse.
you're picked up in a small tornado, Thistlewick, and you're thrown towards the ground by it now.
All right, Murray grabs Damien and yanks him upright.
Oh, what? Oh.
Right, so what do you do, Thistlewick?
I'm going to try and land in a roll, turn that momentum into inertia.
Con, defy that danger, endure that shit.
Oh, good.
Yeah, you're fine.
Alright,
It yells out, handshake!
will you stop trying to
Murray
kill me?
Murray yells out, "What the hell's going on, Thistlewick?"
Some sort of wind gnome wants a handshake, and I don't know if I want to give him
You
one.
give it a handshake?
No, this is the result of me not giving it a handshake.
Murray sort of huffs and immediately sort of marches up to it, hand outstretched. Hi, my name's Murray Adelaide Gill. What's yours? Pleasure to make you
The
acquaintance.
storm immediately quiets down. And the gnome smiles and grips your hand. Roll wisdom.
Roll wisdom. Okay. Look at that. This is the incubus all over again. What?
You grip this thing's hand and immediately some kind of spell comes over you.
Oh, goody. Incubus all over again.
Yeah. You now want only to embrace Damien and Thistlewick.
Oh, okay. When you say embrace,
I'm happy to be embraced.
no,
Right.
Murray, like does like turn around and run and like tackle hug Damien and just sort of like, well, I'm so glad we got you back. Or no, Thistlewood.
Thistlewood.
Yeah.
Yeah.
No, you should have done that to Damien and then say that.
So is that what you do? You just immediately turn to hug Thistlewick?
Yes.
I'm glad to hear it, but there's a note. You're crushing me.
Actually, that
my bow. Oh,
that's a point. Murray, like holding Thistlewick, in one arm, stands up and like carrying him, goes over to Damien. You two, get in on this.
you mind if we have some private time?
So okay, but wait. So should I roll something for this, or should Damien roll something for this?
Yeah, Damien, defy danger.
That is
Whatever you do, should you use strength to power through Murray's vice-like grip? Do you
strength.
dodge with dex? Oh no!
No.
Damn it!
All right, so Murray has squeezed.
Damien's unlucky day. He's getting dissed by
you're
Weasels
both
in his own team, and now he's lost.
You're both in a group hug. Damien and Thistlewick, roll wisdom.
Oh no.
You first.
Okay, yeah.
Fuck me!
Am I the only one in my right mind?
An overwhelming sense of love and peace come over you.
Wait, is this just straight up Cupid? If it is, this is worse than the Incubus.
Okay, so Thistlewick.
At least the Incubus was nice, pure sexual lust.
Yeah,
None of this frilly love nonsense.
So Damien, you tear yourself away from these two as the gnome approaches you, smiling, yet saying handshake. What do you do?
Wait, was that Damien or me?
I fought Thistlewick.
Thistlewick, you tear yourself away.
Yeah, I failed my roll. I'm about to say
Yeah, sorry. Thistlewick, you tear yourself away as the gnome approaches you, asking for a handshake yet again.
Alright, I draw my blade and I'm like, I don't want to harm this thing at this point, even though that's probably wise. Okay, what I do is I am going to wind slash at it. Okay, good. And I'm going to apply tethering.
Alright.
Should I do damage to it?
You have to. You rolled a
I don't
10.
think so. Wow.
I have to? Okay.
Yeah, you rolled a 10.
I know. I was figured it would be an optional thing if I get a 10, but I could decide, I don't want to hurt it. But I guess it's on, like, allies or something.
Yeah.
Alright, well, let's do this.
What a heartless prick.
I don't want to hurt it is the thing, but I have to get it to stop moving.
And it cries out in pain and wants to move forward but can't.
Murray, gripping Damien tightly, like nuzzling, like, you're such a good friend, willing to, lay down your life without hesitation for Thistlewick. And, I'm so glad you're with us.
Okay, let's just...
Yeah.
Here.
Get your top off.
Thistlewick is just, like, rooting around in his bag, and he pulls out the petrifying mirror, and he shows it to the little gnome.
Oh yes, you still have it.
Oh yeah, it's crying and goes like, ha! And it just freezes in place.
And then I search around for, I hold it in place, I dig around on the ground for a little rock so I can just prop it up in front of its face.
Alright, you do so.
Are Murray and Damien still, anime heart eyes?
Absolutely, you are. Absolutely.
Alright, yeah.
And at that point, I just sit down and I say, okay, look, I didn't want to hurt you. I don't know if you want to hurt us. It doesn't seem that way. But this is not the right way to go about what you're doing. I don't want... Fizzlewick's just thinking, man, life has been interesting since I died.
It doesn't respond. It can't move its mouth.
Yeah. It can't move anything. So that's the problem. I can't even know if it will agree or not. I'm just trying to talk it down. It's like, look, just please take away whatever charm you put on my two friends here. We can all part ways.
Okay, Ben. Okay, so there are shadows here, right? It's nighttime.
Yes.
There are shadows to remain hidden in. Okay, so while Thistlewick's distracted with this, and Murray's still, like holding Damien, like Damien, just like I don't know, like bridal carrying or Damien's piggybacking, has snuck up behind Thistlewick, then immediately like glomps Thistlewick with Damien mid speech.
Beautiful. All right, Thistlewick, roll wisdom.
Thistlewick has no love in his heart.
There
He
you
is
go.
a jaded, bitter man.
Yeah, you're just being hugged now as you're trying to talk to this thing.
It's a very suspicious hug. I don't
Yeah.
trust it.
So, roll parlay. I'll let you roll parlay now.
Okay. I guess I gotta give it concrete assurance that I mean no harm. So I put my blade on the ground and kick it away.
And remove the mirror, I'm assuming.
Yeah, and remove the mirror.
He tenses and it hyperventilates, almost crying, and then releases a cry and flies off into the night. Murray and Damien, you come back to your senses as you're about to pile on top of Thistlewick.
Murray, mid, stroking, Thistlewick's chest, you're so brave and, holding Damien, just drops Damien on the ground and, just...
Damien wasn't
what the
actually
fuck?
affected by anything. Damien.
Taking advantage to rub up on Murray.
Well, he likes fish girls. What can I say? Well, Murray's just an exception to the rule.
There we go. I got out of that confrontation without killing it. I do feel guilty about the 3 damage, but
Hey, you used the petrified mirror, which you remembered you had, so good, nice.
Very good.
Murray turns Thistlewick around and hugs him, but in a much less, in a more just relief thank you sort of way. Thank God you did that. I mean, the incubus was one thing, but if that had gone any further, yikes.
sure. I'd argue the incubus was worse, but I wasn't in your head for that.
And Murray pats his shoulder. Good looking out. I mean,
It really
not, but whatever.
would have been worse, overall, if the party just had an orgy at night.
It would. It would have been worse. Murray, Murray is pretty indebted to Murray. This was equal payback for not. We saved Thistlewick's life, brought him back from death, and Thistlewick just stopped Murray from getting spit roasted by the party.
I think that's the most vulgar fucking thing that's been said.
Yeah, which is why Murray's pretty grateful to Thistlewick for stopping that when he did. Again, it's a good thing that was Thistlewick and not Damien.
Yeah. If Thistlewick had failed that wisdom roll, I mean, who knows what would have happened? You guys wouldn't have died. You just had what would have been worse. You just all had an orgy at night.
I'm not.
Did Horace? Oh my God! Why didn't Horace get in on that? Why didn't Horace get hand shook?
Jesus Christ, no.